Welcome to Talk with Taz Live. I'm Dr. Teresa A. Smith. I'm your host for this series. This morning, I want us to talk about career development. When I was polling the audience to see what they wanted to hear about for this first episode, career or something truly personal, the response I got back, well, let's talk about career. But can you really talk about career without talking about personal development? I'm a former school counselor, and as school counselors, we have domains that we work within: personal social development, academic, and in career development. But that personal social development, even though we look at all of the domains as being equal, really serves as an underpinning for what is to come for that student. So as I began to prepare for today, I couldn't talk about career without talking about personal development. Finding a career is not an event. It's a process. It's something that takes time. And using the lens of a school counselor, I thought about emphasis. We put a lot of emphasis on the abilities that a student may have, their strengths, their weaknesses, things that they're passionate about. We have a batteries of tests that individuals can take to also determine what they're good at. But I wondered, as adults, do we go through that same process, or do we even pay attention to it? Do we have any emphasis on that? In other words, what I'm asking is, do we focus on that for our own development? And so I began to ponder, we give our excellent advice to individuals, but do we take our own advice? And so that's what I want us to talk about today, this idea of emphasis and the fact that a career is not an event. It is a process. It's an ongoing process that truly is fueled by our development. I was having a conversation with someone earlier this week, and they said, you got to keep it real with yourself. And I said, say it again. They said, what? I said, what did you just say? They said, you got to keep it real with yourself. And I thought about that, keeping it real with ourselves. And then I had another conversation with someone, and we were talking about getting to that happy place, the place where they felt that they could thrive. And I said to them, do you realize what you're saying? And they said, no. What am I saying? I said, you're saying you're happy. And today you were able to be productive in your work, but you were in that happy place. So reading some other materials and talking with people this week, the idea of career as a process and understanding what makes us happy, and then the emphasis meaning all the things that we learn, we know that we should do, then applying it to ourselves. So let's talk a moment about the crabs in the bucket. We had this idea of crabs in a bucket and someone is pulling you down as you're trying to climb out the bucket. My question for you to consider is it the other crab that's pulling me down, or am I pulling myself down? Well, how can I pull myself down? If I am pursuing a career that doesn't align to my strengths, doesn't align to my passion, am I sort of sabotaging myself? Just something to ponder. Or is it that someone else has control over my life, my destiny, my goals? We control our goals. We control our destiny. We do the work. Ultimately, we get some of the rewards that we're seeking. It doesn't always come the way that we expect it to, but you do get rewards. So as we delve into this idea of career development and the emphasis, meaning from a school counseling perspective, we know everything that you should do. We know about the research. We know what resources to tap into. But I wonder, do we actually take our advice? Now you may say, well, I'm not a school counselor, Dr. Taz. That's good. That's okay. But do you take the advice for those that you actually trust and that you have confidence in? That could be someone that you're paying to help you as far as your career development. It could be your local employment security commission. Are you actually taking the advice that they're offering and working through it to see if it actually applies to you? Lots of times we give out great advice. We go and we pay for this advice and we share it with other people, but we don't realize that we've got to apply it internally. So as we begin to talk about career development, I'm going to make this a little quick series over the next 4 to 6 weeks, because I think you can't just jump into it, because you've got to understand who you are and what makes you happy. But also, I need you to believe in yourself. Yeah, you got to believe in yourself, because sometimes what makes you happy may be against the grain. It may be something that no one else in your family has ever done before. I'll give you an example. If you grew up in a family where everyone went to the military, or if everyone went to the same college, think about it. Because I've got lots of friends, everybody in their family went to the exact same college. So the expectation is that everybody in that family is going to go to their college. But you don't want to go to that college. You want to go to another college. It could be the rival college. But you choose to go to the college because that's where your family has always gone. Well, at that point, you're sort of denying what you want. You're denying what will help you to be happy in your future. So again, it's a very complex thing about career, because you cannot have the career that you want until you do the work on you. You can go out and get jobs, you can make 6 figures. But if it's not what you really want to do, are you really going to be happy? Are you going to be fulfilled? Maybe not. Maybe not. So I want to leave you with a charge. I want some feedback. I want to know why it's hard or challenging for us to be real with ourselves. Now, we're talking about career, but when you respond back to me, and I'll post a question when the video ends, I want you to tell me, why is it hard to be real with ourselves? And by that, I mean be honest with ourselves. Again, it does not have to be about career when you respond, but why is it so hard to be real with ourselves? Nobody knows but you. And then you want to deceive yourself. Now think about it. You're going to deceive yourself. You're not deceiving anybody else. But why is it hard to be real or to be honest with ourselves? Leave me your feedback. I may share some of your comments in next week's post. But we're going to delve into, over the next several weeks, we're going to delve into career development. But I want to do it from the perspective of self-development. And the first thing today that we've talked about is that emphasis. We know what we need to do. We know we need to update our resume. We know we need to network. We know all the things that we need to do. But are we doing them? Or will those things make us happy? So this has been Talk with Taz. Please leave me your feedback. I will post the question, why is it so difficult for us to be real with ourselves? Until next time, take care of you. Bye now.